Stimulus viewers heat up and say that $1,200 is not enough and demand $2,000 at least for 1 or 2 more months. Hey everybody, this is Friday for May 15th. Thanks for tuning in. As always, subscribe and like this channel and drop your comments below. We may feature them in tomorrow's recording for Saturday. But today we're answering 36 incredible questions from Thursday's recording. A lot of great comments and questions. So let's get right to it. But first, the news. Friday came and went, and still no stimulus package. The week started with a lot of hope and optimism. We were told that the members of the House and Senate would have approved a second stimulus package by the end of Friday, or at least get to a vote. But by midweek, it all derailed. Trouble erupted. Names were called. Chuck Schumer, senator out of New York, fumed, especially targeting the senator from Kentucky, claiming that Republicans were not allowing the vote to come to a head. The issue is the following. Some Republicans are sitting back saying they don't know enough financial or economic data to determine whether or not you, the viewers of this channel, should get a second stimulus check. But their constituents think otherwise. A recent CNBC poll found that 90% of Americans polled across all countries, across all states of this country, want a second stimulus check. It doesn't matter if it's a blue state or a red state, they all want a second stimulus check. But what do you think? Yesterday we asked you, what do you think a second stimulus package should involve and how much money? The bottom line is the number and how often. There have been proposals of $1,200. There have been proposals of $2,000 over 6 months. There are proposals of nothing from certain Republicans. And there are proposals of let's just wait and see. LALATE's position has been clear. Our position is that CARES Act 1, originally drafted, called for 2 checks. You were to be paid the month of March and the month of April, and the month of April and the month of May. But when it came to a final vote, certain senators took out that second check, leaving you with $1,200. The trouble then erupted later when a certain person wanted to put his name on the check, causing the check to be sent even later. The second poll question that came out this week from CNBC is that how do viewers want the check to be delivered under a second stimulus package? The vast majority, over 80%, said they want it on a direct deposit. So we've asked you, how much should a second stimulus check be? Who should get it? How much for dependents? How many checks it should be? And an incredible amount of 36 comments, the overriding response was $1,200 is not enough. So let's turn to those questions, those answers. Steve Cheatham says what they should do is just put the difference aside and think about American people. Very well said. They're not thinking for you. They're thinking for just being divisive for no reason. Marie wanted to save them a lot of money if they changed their qualifications for single family income was $80,000 or less, claiming head of household being 18 years or older, having to rent or mortgages. Those are receiving $600 a week without dependents will not qualify. $600 up to 3 children in the household. I really think these are things that they save some time and money on this. Great comments. What does everyone else think? Do you agree with Marie? Derek Thomas, need stimulus bill passed. Americans need $2,000. $1,200 helps nobody. Well said. Agree. Jesus Gonzalez, BS Trump ain't in the house. Too much talk, no action. We're in USA. People are hurting. Well said, Jesus. TB, there's so much misinformation about the balance of the $10,000 possibly being funded in the last week's week. I enjoy your videos and appreciate so much information. Am I eligible to apply for a PPP loan to make the difference out of the part-time income? Okay, so a PPP question coming in the stimulus video. Well, we'll answer quickly. We've said, hey, stay away from this PPP. Stay away from PPP loans. They're just not good vehicles. Look for that EIDL loan that will be coming to you. Watch our EIDL loan videos. We don't like PPPs because of short maturity. EIDLs are 30-year fix, 3.75. It is 3.75. It's not the greatest interest rate. And you are entitled to $10,000 under the CARE Act for your EIDL grant. No one got it unless they had 10 employees or more that they listed in a way that SBA really digressed from the CARES Act. Jesus, $1,200 in the Trump meal in the house. Where's the $2,000 now? Good point. AM, $2,000 for adults, $1,000 for child for at least 6 months. Good point. So AM wants you to get $12,000 if you're an adult and $6,000 if you're a child. And you know, that's what one of the bills says. It wants to tie the number of checks to the unemployment rate, which now, according to Steve Mnuchin, is probably around 25%, but it's certainly the second worst unemployment rate in the world, and doesn't want those stimulus checks to stop under this bill until the unemployment rate goes back to normal. What do you think? Yvette Rivera, payments of $1,200 for 6 months and $500 for each child for 1 year. So she wants 6 months as well, but $1,200 for 6 months. And she also wants a lot of money for children. Great comment. What does everyone else think? Cody, just putting this out there. I've been watching your channel, and though I'm not in LA, this guy's awesome. Well, thank you, Cody. Following up in the comments, quick on his feet, persistent, and puts his alls in. Yes, I'm reading this cold. I've not seen these comments until I'm reading them now. Unedited video, completely unedited. I don't know what else you could ask for. Tune in, LALATE. Thank you. We appreciate the content. Need a wonderful world of reporters like you. Well, thank you so much. What do you think, Cody? Tell us in response to Friday's video what you think about the stimulus. How much? Power 7 Theodropoulos. Why don't we pay the first check before the second one? It's May and no check. Tell America not getting anything. Horrible, horrible. Tony's Kitchen. Thank you, sir, for all the videos. I love them. Never negative from you. Bossy, make sure you read my comment. I'll be watching. Well, Tony just read your comment. Tony Kitchen. Thank you. And next up is Kimberly Valentino. We need someone like you in the office. Well, thank you, Kimberly. You have compassion and truly care about people more than our own government. Well, I do. That is absolutely true. Thank you for the balance of hearts and keeping us updated. I appreciate that too. I will. And I want to know everything that's going on with you, Kimberly, whether it's PUA or EIDL or stimulus check. I want to know what's going on with you as well. Comment today, and I want to feature it tomorrow. Paul Ryan, I'll definitely remember the political posturing in the fall. We will, but as I've said, you know, we need money now. We don't need to worry about who we're voting in the fall. We need the money now. Shannon Desiree, trust them not to screw you up. The next stimulus, I wouldn't trust them not to screw up a cup of coffee. But then again, don't ask me. Ask China. Okay, China. The kid, honestly, a $2,000 check would be nice. I've been struggling to live off of $200. They need to stop dragging it. Well, have you applied for unemployment, the kid? Or have you applied for PUA if you qualify? That's not good. I mean, you may be entitled to more money. Derek Fino, what is it the Uber and Lyft drivers you're talking about, the 2,500? I'm an Uber driver. How do I qualify for the 2,500? Okay, so Derek, I guess in yesterday's video, we did a broad stroke of this, but we talked about it a lot. And I think a Monday video was even the title of the video. Basically, there's two inroads at issue. As an Uber driver, you know you are classified by your employer, Uber, as an independent contractor. Members of Congress and California are furious with that and don't think that's right. They think, allegedly, that you are an employee. And as a result, California's Attorney General and its local city attorneys, including New York, Los Angeles, and San Diego, sued Uber and Lyft last week, alleging you should be receiving a lot more money because you're an employee and benefits. They're claiming that you should be getting $2,500 back. Now, members of Congress actually sort of agree. They want to include in CARES Act 2 a provision that would classify you as an employee, so you would get more money, as much as $2,500. I don't know where that bill is going to go. I do know the following, that because of this independent contractor classification, Uber is not paying unemployment benefits to the state. So when you need PUA as a driver, which I hope you've looked at and watched our videos, there's no money at the state provided by Uber or Lyft that could have been there for you. That's not to say you're not going to get PUA. Kathy, next time we vote, we should have a requirement that they be poor enough to regularly represent us. These millionaires have no clue what the real world is like. Absolutely true. They don't care, and all they care about is their pension. And I'm the first one that's going to say that to you. They care about their pension and doing next to nothing. The black man, $2,000, 6 to 12 months. I agree. 18. Then you also said corporate fascism is what they want. You know what? I hit the nail on the head. Well, thank you. Ricardo Hill. Congress should also create a new stimulus package for the LALATE channel. LALATE for president. I don't think they can get the first stimulus package ready. I don't know if they have the time to get the stimulus package for this channel ready. But what do you think? Do you think there should be a stimulus package for this channel? Jessica Vasquez. I think they should get the head of household $2,000 and $500 for each household member, capping at 3. They should review the situation quarterly or until the emergency is over, whichever is first. I like that. I like the quarterly, but I don't like $2,000 for the head of household, because that basically, if there's a husband and wife in the house, you're only getting $2,000. Under the first stimulus package, you got $2,400. So I really wouldn't agree with that. I like the $500 for each for 3 children, for 3 household members. I don't know. Michael Popa. I'm asking all mainstream YouTube videos like influencers like yourself, LALATE, please encourage and post content into our local politicians and demand them to take quicker action. Everyone must demand more money to the people. It's our country, it's our politicians, and most of all, it's our right. Amen, Michael. Roger Johnson. Let me set the record straight and add my 2 cents. Okay, I'm ready, Roger. Remember in The Wizard of Oz? Don't pay attention to the guy behind the curtain. Pay attention to what the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, says. This new stimulus package has frustrated Powell, but he wants Nancy Pelosi to become bigger. The bill is too soft. He wants her to spend while the interest rate is low. In other words, strike the iron while it's hot. Good point. I'm not going to read the whole comment, but he says, one may say, how is Trump going to be reelected when he's been screwing up from the beginning and is messing up? He'll face by starting to give in to too many of the demands of the Fed and proposals of the Democrats. He will start to cry uncle as Democrats begin to pin him on the mat. Mark my words. I agree 100%. I'm sad to say, but if this was November and election was coming up in a few weeks, I think every member of Congress would be giving you a stimulus check. They don't want to give it now. Maybe they're holding out because they want to give it to you to hope you vote for them. It's sad, but I don't know if that's true. Joey Perdue. The politicians, including Trump, are already rich and are not struggling. They're not worried about us. Give them a one-time payment of $1,200. Freeze their bank accounts and see how long $1,200 lasts for them. Amen, Joey. Steve Mnuchin famously said that $1,200 could last someone for 3 months. Yes, Steve, not for you. Roger Johnson. In the News Heroes Act, now he's referring to a proposal of a bill. It's not necessarily up for a vote inherently or going to pass, but he's referring to a proposal. I can't understand why people aren't getting unemployment benefits plus $600 will also give them $1,200 like the CARES Act. So there are people making $7,500 a week, which is $1,500 weekly. They got the $1,200. It just seems right to me. The people in the middle class and the lower class should have been given the $2,000 in the CARES Act, and they're still not getting $2,000 from the HEROES Act. So he gives a very long comment. I'm not going to go into it, but he makes a really good point. And the point is the following. There are obligations that can be put upon the states, and there's obligations that can be put upon the federal government. The CARES Act 1 put that $600 supplement onto PUA or unemployment benefits on a state level for a prescribed period. It's approximately March till July. Now, you only get that $600 per week if you're already qualified to get unemployment and PUA, which generally you are. The point is the $600 is being paid by the federal government, which can write money. It can print green. States don't have endless resources to give money. Federal government does. So when you're talking about states adding more PUA benefits or more unemployment benefits, the comment is well taken that you can supplement it by a higher amount from the federal government. Now, the resources of the states have been dwindled because you all know these call centers are not answering the phone. Why isn't the federal government giving more money to states to run their PUA, run their unemployment, and run these call centers so that you, the viewers of this channel, can get your money? It's sort of like Steve Mnuchin just wants to throw money at people and then doesn't want to ensure that people get the money. We had this problem with PPP. We had the problem with the first stimulus check. We're having this problem with EIDL. No one got the $10,000. It seems to be a reoccurring recurring issue with members of this administration that they think, oh, we came up with some money, here's your money, but we're not going to worry whether you get it or not. And if you don't get it, we're going to blame someone. It's not always so easy. If you want to take credit for giving people money, make sure they get the money. Let's see what else we got. Pedro Gonzalez. LALATE, you are my favorite in the second. You are in my favor for the second stimulus check. Looks like you didn't read the bill. I want to need the money. I think I should be multiples of $2,000. But sweetheart, this bill is an absolute nightmare for a huge proportion of tremendous waste. It's Peloni's Marxist wet dream wish list. Really? You're in agreement to allowing a high percentage of convicts lose with no social net? Well, no. Pay $2,400 to all illegal immigrants, guaranteeing them jobs. Did not say that. Passing their friends with hundreds of millions of dollars. Oh, baby, it goes on and on. The $1,200 is a little tiny bone to throw at we suckers. No, this bill is DOA. We can do better than this. There are a lot of things you can do better. I'm not going to disagree with you. The black man, someone intelligent speaking, they're flat out trying to finance corporate fascism on both sides. So we lose anyway. It's just Nancy's plan to screw us all faster. Well, Harry, there you go. Thank you for your comment. Rob S. Vote by mail party terrifies me. Well, those are some great comments, and we're going to feature them all, whether we agree with them or don't. Thank you. What do you think about today's video? Do you agree with some of the comments we're saying? Do you agree about the Marxists and the fascism and the comments about Nancy Pelosi? Or what do you think about the comments that say, hey, checks should go over 6 months? Love to hear your comments, and we'll feature them in Saturday's recording. As always, stay with LALATE for more.